Party people.
Welcome to The Breakdown with Nath and Johnny. New studio, old logo, same D-heads. Didn't say the word D-I-C-K because we don't want to get demonetized this early on in the video. Hey, we're going to check out the brand new one from Motion City soundtrack, She's Afraid.
I am such a huge fan of this band, have been since I was in high school. Such an awesome, eclectic, unique band. Justin Pierre is one of my favourite lyricists in the genre. And I recently had the pleasure of watching them play. They were supposed to be supporting Yellowcard. However, Ryan couldn't sing. And so they got a longer set list, which worked pretty well for me.
Yeah, you would have enjoyed that.
I loved it.
Kind of making the best out of a bad situation.
100%. Disappointed to see Yellowcard. Not to see Yellowcard, but getting to see more Motion City. And they were so good. So fun, so tight. They were a great performance. I also interviewed some of the guys, which you can check out up there, a while back. And it was a real fun chat. So I'm really excited for this one. Came out a few days ago, but I just said to Johnny, this is one that I want to prioritise because we like to do bands that we like.
We do, and we like to do bands that other reaction channels don't necessarily jump on. And we know that you guys appreciate that as well, and we appreciate you. Moving forward, we are going to be adding more stuff to the Patreon, so if you haven't signed up for that, please consider doing it. At the moment, it's basically just people... It's like $5 a month to just basically help keep the channel running. However, moving forward, you can see I'm wearing Breakdown merch. We've got these shirts, we've got the Riff City shirt, we've got the Riff City hat on right now. But what we're going to do to our Patreon members, for our Patreon members, is we are going to be coming up with a few designs and we're going to let you choose what design we release for that month or 2
Yeah, we're going
months
to get away,
like
change the system we have at the moment. We're not going to have a bunch of options. We're going to have one option each month, and that will be picked by our Patreon members. Just cool designs as chosen by you, and we'll release like monthly drops, and once it's gone, it's gone. So if you guys want to get on that, jump on the Patreon. Thank you for the support. We appreciate you. For now, She's Afraid, Motion City soundtrack.
Let us know in the comments, what are you afraid of? That's always a fun one. What are you afraid of, Nate? Think about it and tell me after.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
You're not allowed to say my boner.
I can't explain it, I can't ignore it. All these feelings I felt have been working against me.
It's like a Sum 41 riff.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's kind of funny, strange, I never saw it. Unless somebody spells it out, I never understand. At least that's how it feels. She's afraid of the sounds that I make when I'm around.
Oh, that's a very classic, catchy radio pop punk.
She gets enraged at the void I return to and destroyed, and she's taking it out on me.
Oh, love that nice little harmonized guitar run there. Very tasty, very cool.
This is very like classic rock riffs so far. Pretty
Yeah.
simple song structure.
It's like a catchy, like, written for radio pop punk song.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's done well.
I'll talk about live performance after, because I know you didn't get to come and watch, but this is something I want to talk about watching them play here. And I like that we're getting just them in a room as well, because it allows you to focus on those as like...
Nathan loves getting a bunch of dudes in a room.
That's a gay joke. Are you surprised?
No, it wasn't.
I don't want you to pause it for melon balls.
Yep. No, I'm not going to pause it for melon balls. I literally spoke to someone... wait, was it you that we spoke about? No, I was literally talking with the guys at work about how good it is having like bowls or whatever, cutlery and stuff that you can eat. And we were talking about like the rock melon thing, and you can eat it. Apparently you can do it with mangoes as well. I've never tried that. But yeah, literally, cool, man.
So cool. Glad you paused that thing for the conversation none of us had and aren't really invested in.
What food do you turn into a bowl to eat
No
out
one
of?
comment anything that Johnny
Yeah,
asked
do
you
it,
to in
do it.
this video.
I heard a story, strangely uninvited. Crashed in 'em and knocked me out, rearranged everything I thought I'd ever know. I used to feel bad, but now I'm uncertain. They tell me I'm fine, but I'm never through working out problems in my head instead of being present. Tensions rising in defense. She's afraid of the sound
Cool doggo.
that I make when I'm around, and she's taking it out
Good riff. Fun.
I'm not trying to cause a scene. I'm just trying to understand. I'm not trying to cause a scene. I'm just trying to understand. She doesn't write all the sounds that I make when I'm around, and she's taking it out on me. She gets enraged at the mud, all the touch and will destroyed, and she's taking it out on me.
Are you annoyed yet?
I was too invested in that to pay attention to you. I like that. I like that a lot.
That was really good.
That's
very
the-
catchy.
Off the upcoming album, The Same Old Wasted Wonderful World, which I like because their song that everyone kind of discovered them on was The Future Freaks Me Out. That's like 20 years ago. And now we're in the future, and it's just the same old wasted wonderful world. So they didn't need to be worried.
Yeah,
It's
good
still
on
the same shitty world.
The band is really good. I really like them. I
You never really got into them that much, did you?
never did, and
Yeah.
I don't know why. Obviously, like they had some bigger songs that I knew and liked, but never really did a deep dive or became invested in them. Really cool though, like a very musically proficient band. Like their use of each instrument in a way that they all stand out, but are also at the same time just kind of doing their job, nice and simple, is really impressive. There's moments in there where it's like, wow, this is that last section before the last chorus or the last outro thing was really cool.
Yeah.
No instrument was doing anything crazy technical or difficult, but it just
all worked together.
It just sounded great.
We talked so many times lately about those Punkorama CDs. That's how I discovered these guys.
Oh, it
There
would
was
have been on
one-
one of the later ones.
The later ones, it had, I'm pretty sure it was The Future Freaks Me Out.
Yeah,
And that was like an instant like, oh, want to check out more of this band. And that album, before Commit This to Memory, which is now escaping me, damn it. So good. Loved it.
Very cool. He's a great vocalist too. Like nothing
what?
spectacular, but
That's
sounds
an
really
interesting...
good.
He has matured in his voice because he's had different tones over the years, and he's talked about writing songs and trying to sing in a key that he's like, I really had to stretch for that one. I think that sounded comfortable. He sang in his range and sounded great across all of it, but it didn't sound like he wasn't stretching for crazy notes and doing anything crazy acrobatic. He just did what worked well for him in that song, which we talked about that in the Good Charlotte video, being like, that's exactly what you want from a vocalist.
Yeah, 100%. You talked about you saw them live and they were very good. What about his vocals live when it came to older stuff?
Great. He sounded epic because he suffers from a lot of anxiety. So he has like some little quirks and mannerisms on stage that are clearly like coping mechanisms with being...
Like tics sort of thing?
Almost tics.
Yeah.
But it works really well into his kind of quirkiness as the singer because he's still a great performer, but he sounded unreal because he's not going crazy and running around the stage and stuff. He kind of stays at the front and does his thing.
Yeah.
And he sounded awesome.
Nice.
The rest of the band are a really entertaining... Like, the keyboardist is fucking fun to watch. He always has been. He used to have the crazy long fringe back in the day.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And, like... I think I watched him at Soundwave with you years and years ago, and he'd like whip it around and go crazy for the keys. But watching him alone, you'd be like, you're having a great time.
Yeah.
And that makes it more fun to watch.
Even in that music video, they look like they really enjoy what they do.
Yeah.
They have a very inviting look about them. You know what I mean? Like, I'd like to sit down and talk to them.
I did, and they were
know
lovely.
you did.
Yeah, we had fun. Yeah. But I would definitely like to get him back on to talk about the upcoming album because...
100%.
If you guys haven't checked them out before, do yourself a little deep dive. I would suggest, if you want to listen to like one album front to back, go check out Commit This to Memory. That's, to me, a flawless album. That's
I thought you were just going to say an album that just wasn't even there. If you want to listen to one album front to back,
just listen to like Rain and Blood.
Deftones' White Pony. Yeah. But also check out Motion City soundtrack.
Yes.
So
I'm wearing a Slave t-shirt right now. That's funny. I did not
Very
mean
good.
that.
What are you afraid of?
Letting people down.
No.
That's my biggest fear.
No, because you let me down all the time.
Never once have I ever let you down. When has one time I've let you down?
I get that, because mine is not being there for my kids.
I'm afraid you won't be there for your kids.
Yeah, because then we'll palm them off to you. No. What is there? I'm talking like a physical thing. Is there a physical thing that you're scared of?
No, not afraid of heights, not afraid of the dark, not afraid of spiders, snakes, all those things that people are like cliche things. Oh, sharks. I don't love sharks.
I think being out in the water, like sharks and crocodiles and things like that would...
Don't have crocs because it's not a rational fear. Sharks for me, when Mike got attacked, that made it... We had a friend that years ago got attacked by a great white, like 500 metres from where I used to live on the beach, and that made sharks a real thing for me.
Yeah.
I know they're there, but having a mate get attacked made it something I actually got afraid of.
The fucked up part about that is it was something like we were always out surfing in those spots. Like
at that time, it wasn't even like an odd thing. He happened at the front of his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made it more real for me, and so I don't ever surf at dusk or dawn, and I would never go out by myself.
Okay.
That changed it, so that became a thing, but it's not like a... If I go for a swim, I'm not like, oh, there might be sharks here. I'm just don't go at these times by myself because sharks exist in Australian waters and that's something that's more likely to happen.
Yeah.
But I'll still swim in areas like up Fraser and stuff and jump off cliffs that are like a bit creepy as long as I'm with other people.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you?
Like it used to be the obvious thing, like spiders, but as I've become older, my algorithm on Instagram now is so many spider pages because I've just all of a sudden become obsessed with these giant tarantulas and
like
things that
fascinated
people
by them.
Yeah, I think they're incredible. People having them as pets and stuff. Amy's already told me under no circumstance will we ever have a pet tarantula.
Remember when I had the scorpions?
Yeah, Dusty's got a scorpion. Yeah, they're great.
Does he still?
Yeah.
You got the heat map?
Yeah. It's been alive for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they last ages if you get the heat map.
forever. And they do nothing and they eat like a cricket every 2 weeks.
What's his name?
Xeno. Named after Xenomorph because when we watched it feeding, it has the little mandibles that come out and it just consumes these crickets live. And we're like, oh, that's like the things of aliens.
Yeah, that's a good name. I like that.
In terms of rational fears, definitely, I'm not scared of heights, but I don't think that I could bring myself to jump out of a plane or jump off a bridge doing bungee jumping.
I've done those multiple times.
Yeah, I just don't... there's something about it, man. Like, if this goes wrong, I'm fucked. I'm all over.
I've told the story about hitting the water, haven't I?
Yes. Yeah, I do remember that. Tell it again.
Yeah. So
story time.
The first time I ever went bungee jumping, I did it for... There's a tourism company called Kentucky, and I was working for them as like an ambassador, shooting... all the action adventure stuff you could do in New Zealand. And one of the first times, I had to bungee jump a few times during it, and we did it over this like beautiful blue river that runs through. And it was middle of winter and it was freezing. And they're like, do you want to go in the water with this? And I was like, no, I didn't bring a change of clothes. It's freezing. I don't want to go in the water. And they're like, that's fine. Did the thing, measure it, and they like check your weight to like adjust how tight it needs to be and stuff. And then I think most people when they do it, they sort of just like drop off, and that doesn't keep as much stretch in the thing. Whereas because I was getting filmed, I'm like, I better make this...
Tate is like leaping up in the air going...
I'll put a photo up here, I'll try and find something. That's what I did. Big swan dive, and I jumped up to get this dramatic big video thing, because that's my job, and I was trying to do a good job.
He's dramatic.
And then I hit the water so hard, it like bruised under my eyes, and I got, not like black eyes, but it hurt so much. Smacked the water face first, and just like went into my waist. I was so cold. But go bungee jumping.
Monster story. Don't be a show-off. Let us know what you're afraid of in the comments. We like having these little fun discussions, and we love when you guys get involved in the conversation below. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure to check out the band if you haven't. Official link is in the description, and jump over and give all of our socials a little bit of love.
Bye.